lovers, and welcome to another episode of Juicy Full Toss. I'm your host.
Hey, Thambi, yaar pani? Na pad rahenga? Huh? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Run.
Hello, cricket lovers. Welcome to another episode of Juicy Full Toss. I'm your host, Kishore, and I'm here to bring you a special content for Asia Cup 2023 Super Force, which is called Who is Gonna Make It? We have 4 experts with us today: Tushar, Ronak, Hussain, and Sanket, who will be defending their bias India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka for this upcoming Asia Cup. I personally feel India and Pakistan have a great chance of reaching the final. So, do you guys agree with me?
Yeah, obviously, India and Pakistan are quite favorite, and maybe hopefully Sri Lanka can also be a good part of it.
Yeah, honestly, Sri Lanka has been a team which has given quality fight throughout this tournament, say from match 1. So you cannot underestimate a side like Sri Lanka because they are playing in their conditions as well. So they definitely have a slight upper hand heading into the final series.
So, you think Sri Lanka has a better chance than India and Pakistan to reach the final?
I won't say a better chance, but they are in contenders of giving a tough fight. But the later matches will surely tell about it.
What do you guys think?
जाएगी श्रीलंका फाइनल तक जाएगी और जीत भी सकती है क्योंकि उसके पास अच्छे खासे युवा बॉलर है, बैट्समैन भी, ऑलराउंडर भी अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस कर रहे हैं. उनका देखा जाए तो फिटनेस और बॉलिंग अटैक बहुत बड़े.
I agree with you. India and Pakistan are favorites, but probably Sri Lanka are the team to watch out for. They have the home conditions. And there's one interesting fact also. India versus Pakistan in an Asia Cup final. So it would be a first time, and yeah, it would be interesting to see that.
So, as things stand right now, it seems like Bangladesh are pretty much out of the tournament. They have a very slim chance of making it to the final. Do you still think that Bangladesh can turn the tables?
For them personally, they might think they're surely out for sure, but they can definitely ruin the party for the upcoming matches as well. I think they're going to be playing against India. So they can surely give a tough fight, and we know the past history as well that they have been a side which has always given quality fight from the last 4 to 5 years. So I think, yeah, they are surely in for it, and it's really a match to watch out for because there are surely going to be fans coming out to support their sides. So really a match to look out for.
But it's quite tough to win a match against India because India is quite a balanced team and they are really performing very well in the recent matches.
But if Bangladesh have to win this game, they need to win it big. So, do you think Bangladesh can actually have a chance against India for a big win?
Definitely, because the side that they have right now, if you see the past few years, they might have been having a lot of experience carrying forward, but currently their team is a pretty young side. You're having many who are in their 20s right now, but they are a quality side. We have seen few people stepping up, not only from the experienced people like Vishakha and Shakib, but you have Najmul Hussain Shanto, who is currently the leading run scorer as well for the Asia Cup. So it's definitely going to be a tough fight, but winning big, I can say that they can do it because they have given a good quality fight against Afghanistan, and you cannot underestimate a side like Afghanistan as well. So when it comes to India, they are definitely in the process of, coming forward and taking them down. But if you see that Bangladesh can definitely give a strong fight to India as well in the next match.
But in the past, we have seen Bangladesh crumble under pressure against India. Who can forget that last ball run out as the Dhoni made? So, do you think they can handle the pressure this time?
See, that was back in 2016. It's come, we are always coming a long way down. It's been 7 years now, but things have changed. Lot of things have changed over the years. We have seen a Bangladesh side even give tough fights. Even in the Nanada Trophy, they made it to the finals. That was another close encounter. So, as I said earlier, it's definitely going to be something which is going to be exciting. India-Bangladesh has always been exciting. No ruling out India-Pakistan, but another good rivalry that can be named is India and Bangladesh.
But they still crumbled under pressure. DK 6 in the last ball.
DK hitting the 6 in the last ball. See, that was a moment which we couldn't handle. That was on the players. It was complete a pressure moment. And you were having Soumya Sarkar bowling in that last over. It was like a part-time bowler who was coming in. But yeah, now you don't have that clear as well. But definitely, it's definitely something to watch. Now having a good quality seamers like you have Taskin, you have Shariful Islam, you have even Mustafizur Rahman. So these 3 quality seamers, you cannot underestimate a side like India, but they are a side that is heading into the World Cup with definitely some confidence behind the back. seeing what they have done over the last few weeks, that's for sure.
पर अभी तो देखा जाए तो श्रीलंका के साथ 2 मैच हुए हैं बांग्लादेश के, तो उसमें क्या परफॉर्मेंस किया है, कैसे पता सकता है कि तो बांग्लादेश आगे जाके जीत सकता है या कोई?
अगर हम देखें भी तो बांग्लादेश ने श्योरली वो टफ फाइट दिया है. अगर आप उनको देखोगे तो मिडिल ऑर्डर आपने देखा होगा.
हाँ.
उनका मिडिल ऑर्डर जो मोमेंट था, देवर आई थिंक 64 for 4 और समथिंग, जब उनका मिडिल ऑर्डर ने स्टेप अप किया. मेहदी हसन मिराज जो नॉर्मली मिडिल ऑर्डर में बैट करता है, वो आके ओपनिंग करता है, एंड यू कैन जस्ट सी नाउ वंस तमीम इकबाल रिटर्न्स, दैट इज गोइंग टू बी अनदर एड ऑन, बिकॉज एक बार तमीम इकबाल आ गया, यू हैविंग योर टॉप लिटन दास भी इंजर्ड है, बट he is surely in the content of coming for the World Cup. So मेरे को लगता है कि जो ये वर्ल्ड कप आने वाला है, बांग्लादेश एक साइड है जो दूसरे टीम्स को डिसअपॉइंट कर सकता है, एंड वो श्योरली करेंगे भी. वो मेरे को एक स्ट्रॉन्ग फीलिंग आ रहा है.
The Indian fans will be hoping that they won't get a chance for a Nagin dance.
Yeah, of course. They have tried in Nadia's trophy as well, but DK and it's different way.
Okay, now let's move on to the Sri Lankan side. They're coming into this game with a 13 consecutive win record, and they've actually bowled out the opponents all the 13 games. So, do you think Sri Lanka has the best bowling lineup in this tournament to actually win the Asia Cup?
Yeah, obviously they are quite favorite because it's in the home ground, obviously, and Sri Lankan spinners are doing well, like Tikshana, Dhananjay De Silva is also bowling. That's why I have thinking ki like India and Sri Lanka will go to the finals, because if you just see, Pakistan spinners are not too good. Their pace bowling attack is quite good, but if the openers doing well against India and against Pakistan, then their spinners are getting in trouble and they have not taken more wickets.
But like honestly speaking, Sri Lanka, if you see, they have won against which all teams? They are just the World Cup qualifiers. We are playing with a side which is maybe all associate teams. It's a completely different contest against international teams. So, okay, I won't rule that out. They have won maybe 14 matches in a row. But see the teams that they have played against.
Yeah.
See the quality they have played against. There is a lot of difference.
Yeah.
And now heading into this World Cup, you're going to face sides like South Africa, you're going to face England,
Australia.
It's going to be a tough fight. No doubt they have been brilliant in the Asia Cup. They're having a young side which has come up and stepped up as well. But it's going to be very challenging. Now, I'm just waiting forward to watch the India-Sri Lanka match, because that's going to be something tight. I don't think Sri Lanka have that upper hand compared to India, because you see the quality that India have. You're having Jasprit Bumrah back, you're having Siraj back. So I don't think Sri Lanka have a slight upper hand in this upcoming contest.
नहीं, श्रीलंका के पास तो ऐसे बॉलर है जो पूरा मैच को फिर से घुमा सकते हैं. जैसे कि पिछले एशिया कप में देखा, पाकिस्तान का मैच जीतने आया था, तब श्रीलंका के बॉलर ने ऐसे अटैकिंग किया कि वो फिर से मैच में आ गए. जैसे कि उनके पास अभी देखा जाए तो स्पिनर के लिए तीक्ष्णा है, पातिराना भी ऐसे अच्छा बॉलिंग करता है, शना के भी उसका कैप्टन के तौर पे बहुत बढ़िया परफॉर्मेंस दे रहा है, बैटिंग का भी दे रहा है, बॉलिंग का भी दे रहा है. उसके बाद मेंडी से ये बहुत,
But still अभी आप देखो तो like they are using Shanaka as a fifth bowling options, and Tikshana is bowling in the power play, so they don't have any medium pacer, good medium pacer na. That's why they are just taking their options, bowling option from their batting all rounders.
उनके ज्यादा ऑप्शंस है भी नहीं. उनके करंटली जो मेन बॉलर्स है, एक शायद पतिराना जो करंट फॉर्म के बेस पे
तीक्ष्णा भी,
तीक्ष्णा और पतिराना, बट टू प्लेयर्स कांट विन यू मैचेस अलोन. और पूरे जो एक बड़ा टूर्नामेंट जो आ रहा है अभी वर्ल्ड कप, उसके लिए यू नीड दैट क्वालिटी. हसरंगा इज आउट ड्यू टू एन इंजरी. अभी हम लोग को खुद नहीं पता वो कब आ जाए.
हाँ, वो तो
इट्स गोइंग टू बी टाइट. एंड हेडिंग इनटू द वर्ल्ड कप, श्रीलंका का जो है चांसेस मेरे को लगता है थोड़ा कम है.
ज्यादा है, बांग्लादेश से ही ज्यादा है.
बांग्लादेश तो ठीक है, बांग्लादेश अभी यंग साइड, अभी जो क्वालिटी और एक्सपीरियंस को देखोगे तो आप, एक्सपीरियंस भी है, क्वालिटी भी है, यंगस्टर्स भी है, तो यू आर हैविंग दैट जो क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग इन सिचुएशंस जो चाहिए होता है, बांग्लादेश के पास वो है. एंड अगर 2019 वर्ल्ड कप आप देखोगे, दो इट वाज शाकिब अल हसन लीडिंग फ्रॉम द फ्रंट एज अ स्किपर, तो नहीं थे, आई डोंट नो हु स्किपर, बट रन स्कोरर दो, या वो बांग्लादेश के लिए लीडिंग रन स्कोरर थे. यू हैड मुशफिकर हु वाज बैकिंग अप. सो एक बार जब वो एक्सपीरियंस आ जाएगा वापस, एक बार तमीम इकबाल आ जाए, आप सबको पता होगा कि तमीम इकबाल कैसा प्लेयर है. He's contributed for Bangladesh for a good amount of time, and he's been their pillar as well for the opening slot. अभी एक interesting change आया है, वो है Mehdi Hasan Miraz opening the batting. अभी no one knows कि that is going to head into the World Cup, but that is something to watch out for. If you are trusting Mehdi Hasan as an opener, then you have in the middle order who can back it. Litton Das maybe slotting downwards, and you see the middle order. The middle order, you have Taskin. I won't underestimate Taskin Ahmed's batting as well, because Bangladesh Premier League, take an example. He had hit some good amount of sixes and runs. So he's like, you can say, a pinch hitter. So there are some side which is having a good lower order quality as well. So
Yeah, I'm also agree with Ronak, because we can't just Bangladesh, because of the loss in Asia Cup, like they have not their 2 to 3 players are injured, so basically they have a quite good side. So we can't just like they have not played good in Asia Cup, so they can't do well in upcoming events or something. No? So I'm
इंडिया
agree
के
with-
साथ जो श्रीलंका होने वाला है, तो उसमें हमारे ऑलराउंडर तो बढ़िया है, बैट्समैन भी है. अब जैसे कि इंडिया की टीम देखा जाए तो अभी भी इंडिया टीम बैलेंस नहीं है, कोई भी आके खेलता जाता है. जैसे
About Sri Lanka, I agree with Ronak. They haven't faced a lot of like quality teams in their previous 13 to 14 matches. If you see, Bangladesh should be only like the good team which they have faced. Other than that, Afghanistan, they have more of like a T20 mentality. Every other team, like, they don't have an ODI mentality. United States, Zimbabwe, Ireland, they've beaten those type of teams which can't really.
But Sri Lanka actually almost lost against
Afghanistan,
Like,
bro,
not
in one
blunder
day,
by the
in
manager.
this Asia Cup.
But see, you cannot just rule out a side like Afghanistan.
Yeah, of
they have
course.
played good teams in the recent past. You have seen Pakistan coming up. They defeated Pakistan in T20s. They gave a tough fight against them, even in ODIs as well.
Yeah.
And the recent match against Sri Lanka, they won their first ever match against Sri Lanka. You're seeing them score even regular 300s, 200s, 290s. So it was a very challenging thing. But
But I think it will take a lot of time.
it will take time, but they are surely for up in that slot for giving tough fights to big teams. Once they play more tough opponents, like you say India, they were having a series against India which got cancelled due to COVID, and against Australia as well, they were having a test match coming up, which unfortunately got cancelled again. But once they start playing against these teams, even a side like Afghanistan can give tough fights in this upcoming World Cup.
Exactly. You can't ignore the fact that Afghanistan almost beat Sri Lanka. So what do you think about that DLS controversy?
It's really big blunder, because I think it's the management also. There should have been more communication between the players, because the scene was that if they chased in 37.1 overs, they win the match. Otherwise, they had to score 295. The target was 292. They had to score 295 in 37.4 overs, which they didn't know. Because if you saw the match, Rashid Khan was looking depressed after 37.1 overs.
Yeah, that was like really disappointing, because just 2 or 3 hours before the match could end, the commentators started speaking about this match can still be pulled till the 38.3.
Yeah, not 37.4 but 38 point something.
It started pulling till that, and that was really disappointing as well, because talking about Sri Lanka वो time पे out हो सकते थे.
हाँ वो तो है.
Clear, because they were having the net run rate difference as well, and Bangladesh, and I think they had to chase in 37.5 overs, and that was like 37.1.
37.1.
So the amount of fight that they have given, we say only T20 side, but the recent quality that they have brought in ODIs, Afghanistan, they were so close to dismissing Sri Lanka from their own home ground. So that is something to watch out for even in the coming, because in Afghanistan I've played a quality many matches in India. They had a home ground in Lucknow, so they definitely know the conditions, and you're having few quality players who have even played in the IPL. You have Gurbaz, you have Mujib, you have Nabi, you have Rashid, and say even a Noor Ahmed. Noor Ahmed has not been used a lot, but I'm telling you, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, you cannot underestimate these lower teams, because they are going to be a team which can definitely disappoint many opponents.
And many of their players are playing for different Asian T20 leagues, so they know about the Asian pitch conditions and all. No?
So just like you mentioned, 2 or 3 players cannot win your tournament. But before going into the batsmen and all-rounders and team balance, we haven't talked about the fearsome pace attack of Pakistan. So what do you think about them?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I'm not wrong, Shahid is the best bowler in the ODI rankings in Asia. Not overall, but in Asia. And then they also have Haris Rauf, top wicket taker. Even has the best bowling figure of 4 wickets and 19 runs. So yeah, even Naseem Shah, upcoming talent, what a player. So definitely, I think it's going to be a problem for many batsmen.
You actually mentioned Pakistan actually lacks spinners, quality spinners.
Yeah.
But you actually can't deny the fact that players like Shadab are actually experienced. If you look at India versus Pakistan game, he actually considered 30 plus in the first 2 overs.
Yeah.
But he actually pulled it back by actually picking up the wicket of Rohit.
Yes.
You need that kind of mentality and that kind of experience.
Yeah,
going
but
forward.
if you know there will be a no 6 bowling option, na, they have to bowl Shadab Khan. There's no option. Like Shadab can bowl like 10 overs, they can give around 80-85 runs. Still, they have to bowl full amount of overs, na? Because there is no bowler like Aga Salman is there, but both right-hander batsmen are playing now.
I think
Rohit and Gill.
Fahim Ashraf as the fourth
Yeah.
seamer, as a medium pacer. So Shadab can actually bat as well. So
Yeah.
now let's talk about that
They
batting
have
balance.
like a lower batting order, but yeah, Pakistan surely lack spinners. That is one thing. It's going to be a concern because we all know Pakistan tend to bring their A game only against one quality set, that is India. But when it comes to different opponents, like say South Africa, you see that is lacking. And even in those conditions, when they had a series against South Africa, Pakistan were, you could see so many low faces because it was like only one person playing, that was the classic batsman, Mr. Babar Azam, because he was on his top game, even in T20s, even in ODIs, but they need to work on their middle order batting as well, because your 2 top players like Imam ul Haq, don't rule him out, he's been in top form, a person who averages 50, one of the most underrated openers for sure, but yeah, they are not having a quality middle order. Though Iftikhar just recently scored 100, but that was against Nepal. Against a lower side. So Pakistan are lacking spinners, they are lacking a quality middle order which can harm that side even heading into the World Cup. Because
Yeah, and still they are playing 80% of the Asia Cup matches in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's conditions is mostly for balance like spinning. And if they don't have any good spinning all-rounders, or we can say proper spinner, then there will be some weakness for Pakistan.
पाकिस्तान का क्या है, बैटिंग बॉलिंग अच्छी होने की कोई जरूरत नहीं, उनके पहले से वो अच्छे हैं, उन्होंने सबसे ज्यादा फील्डिंग पे ध्यान देना चाहिए, क्योंकि कल की इंडिया
ये
की
सही।
मैच में देखा हमने तो क्या है, स्लिप के अंदर क्या छोड़ देते हैं दोनों.
we had just seen the ball just go through the 2 fielders. That was something, it was like a normal regular catch which should be taken. At least should have been attempted, because that just went.
But actually, both slip fielders are enjoying Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma batting now.
वो तो है, but when it comes to playing quality, playing a quality side, you need to be on your A game. Their fielding was a lack of concern, and maybe Shahid Afridi was having a slight off day at the start of the first 4 overs, but at the end he got a wicket as well. But today they are heading even into the reserve day as well, so it's something to watch out for. It's going to be very tight unless the rain gods play.
I mean, the only way we lose is if we do poor fielding. Like, do you remember when Hassan Ali topped that catch?
Oh yeah.
देखा था वो.
Fielding has always been a concern. You see, from the past
always
8 to 10 years, I would say that Pakistan have not worked on their fielding a lot. They have brought in many coaches for their fielding, but it's the same regular mistake which keeps happening. But honestly speaking, that even if you see from the batsman point of view, before Babar Azam there was really no one, but currently you're having only Babar Azam as your hallmark player that you can rely on heading into this World Cup.
I mean, he's been the number 1 batsman for like how long in the rankings? Like few years now.
Few years, yeah, it's been like 3 years, 2-3 years.
Yes.
He's toppled the batting order over quality batsmen, and it's not against like small. Okay, they might have played Zimbabwe. We call that Zimbabwe-Pakistan series, which has happened a lot. But yeah, Pakistan, the only quality thing that I've seen is their top 2-3 batting orders. Like say the first 3. Or
They mostly rely on top orders only.
That is for sure, and they have definitely given some tough fight against good quality sides. You will not say only Zimbabwe, but even against Australia, you've seen Babar Azam play some really graceful shots. Against South Africa as well, he was very good. So, but they should really work on their complete side, because when you're heading into a condition which is favorable for spin, favorable for seam, favorable for batting as well. India is not only like for a specific specific ground, but it keeps varying on different conditions. Lucknow is slow, Ahmedabad
Slow.
of another flat
Chennai is
track,
a
Mumbai
turning track.
So it's going to be challenging for Pakistan because you're coming into this nation after almost say 8-9 years now, or almost 10 years.
Yeah.
So it's going to be something for them to watch out.
But talking about fielding, Indian fans weren't happy with India's fielding performance against Nepal. I think they dropped like 3 catches in the
Yeah.
initial overs only.
Yes.
So
In
I
just
think-
5 overs maybe.
So Nepal, with due respect to Nepal, I still feel if it was a top nation, they would actually make you pay. So you have to take your chances. So do you think India's fielding has been up to standard in this
Yeah,
tournament?
like if I just say ki in starting in 5 overs, if you are just dropping 3 catches, it's looking like your body is quite casual na, and you are taking Nepal as a casual side or something. That's why.
That was actually really disappointing because those catches which just got dropped, those were another regulatory catches.
Yeah.
A keeper dropping a catch which was just like
Yeah.
which could have been collected with both hands from the front.
It's gone
He
for
tried to
4.
Do it in this form. Kohli dropping another silly drop. That was really a silly drop. But even if you see the fight that Nepal had given in that match against India, it was some quality because no one had expected. Even if they were dropped, we would just say that ठीक है, India है ना, आराम से जीत जाएंगे. But no, Nepal were on their feet. They gave a good fight. At least
Yeah.
90 runs partnership. 90.
Yeah, Asif
Close to
has
90,
done
close to
very
100
well.
run partnership. So India have to work on their fielding. And even if you see the recent charts, the most drop catches post the 2019 World Cup, India is on the second last position with almost only 73%. And even if you see the top other sides, Pakistan is above India. That is
Yes,
something
Satej.
to really
Right,
watch
right.
out for. India is lacking behind in the fielding side, but they should really work on their fielding too.
I just felt that India were just casual against Nepal.
Yeah, they were very casual.
Yeah, they were very casual.
So which 2 teams do you think will make it to the final? Let's start with Hussain.
Pakistan will be one of the team that makes it, and either India or Sri Lanka. It depends on how their clash goes, of course. But I'm leaning a bit towards more of a India versus Pakistan final. It's going to be a first time where India play Pakistan in an Asia Cup final. So I want that to happen, and I think the fans would also love it. So my final answer would be India and Pakistan.
Who wouldn't love an India-Pakistan final? So what do you think, Sanket?
श्रीलंका क्यों जाएगा क्योंकि उनके पास जो अभी का बॉलिंग अटैक है वो पूरे इस टूर्नामेंट में बहुत बढ़िया कर रहा है और वो भी फाइनल जाएगा। और दूसरी टीम मेरे पास है इंडिया के पास अभी देखा जाए तो पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ वो बहुत बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं। जैसे रोहित शर्मा खेल रहा है, कल खेला, शुभम गिल भी अच्छा खेला। वो पाकिस्तान का मेरे को लगता है वो शायद नहीं पाएंगे क्योंकि वो मैच भी नहीं जीतते और जब जीतने जाते तो बारिश आ जाती।
So who are your picks?
So basically, I am also thinking ki like India and one other will be Sri Lanka. Like they are mostly playing in their home conditions and their spinners are really doing well now. And still, I am quite confused about Pakistan spinners now. Like it's quite spinning conditions. Like last day we can find ki if medium pacer has not done well, then the openers are really playing well in middle overs as well now.
And yours?
What have I left with? I would have surely wanted Bangladesh to come at least make it to the finals, though they are currently not able to win, but definitely they can still upset a team down. You can say India for sure, but they have to win by a big margin to actually knock them out of the group stages. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that.
I honestly don't see Bangladesh getting through because they would need other results to be on their side as well. Otherwise, it's going to
But as I said again, because they have only one match to play with, and they should just give their complete heart towards it because though they might have not made it in the final stages, but they were a side which has given a good quality fight throughout the tournament. So it's a matter of one more game. So I hope they can surely give it.
पर
Yeah,
बांग्लादेश
they
के
are-
पास वैसा चांस भी नहीं रहा है कि वो फाइनल जाए।
And basically they are mostly out of the tournament, but still they can play freely because they don't have to lose anything now. But we as like India, Sri Lanka and Pakistan both we have to qualify for the finals. We have some pressure, but Bangladesh did not have pressure.
Yeah,
or anything.
Bangladesh are not under any pressure right now. Their main pressure would be the World Cup. So what's the harm of just playing freely and just exploring yourself out even more? They can probably bring in few changes, give other players a chance, and maybe you might not know. You might find a solid 11 heading into the World Cup series.
But we never know. Cricket is a game of unpredictability.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Anything
of
can
course.
happen.
He had tout with Pakistani spinners, but if you look, I mean, Haris Rauf, he's not even an opening bowler, and he doesn't bowl with swing and with swing. So like it would be even more difficult for him to take wickets in the middle overs. If you see almost all his wickets, he has taken in the middle overs, and he's the highest wicket taker as well. So Haris Rauf is like even I would say he's got like more quality right now, and he's in his prime, I would say.
So from the unpredictability, let's move on to the predictable thing. So let's talk about the World Cup. Who can forget the World Cup? So who do you actually think can win the World Cup?
Yeah, obviously, as the India is hosting the World Cup, so India will be the favorites to win this World Cup, along with Australia, England, and maybe Pakistan.
Do you agree with him?
Partially, I do agree because see, like definitely you're playing in India. India do have that upper hand, but if you see the last year champions, England, they are not a side to underestimate. So side by side, I would even back England giving a tough fight heading into the World Cup because half of the players have already played in the IPL. They know how the conditions play. So England is another side which have another chance of defending their cup yet again.
What do you think?
I don't want to say that that Pakistan's going to just win the World Cup, but I feel like they're going to be like an underdog team, and also of course it's going to be played in India. So India are also one of the favorites, and I'm even looking at Australia. They have been performing really well. You can see they're doing good against South Africa. You can see players like Labuschagne. He's also performing really good. So it's going to be really interesting to see.
मैं तो इंडिया के पास ही जाऊंगा क्योंकि इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप जीते ये सबको लगता है और मेरे को भी लगता है क्योंकि इंडिया की जो अब टीम बनी है वो सबसे पावरफुल टीम है.
So now let's look at the combined 11s of all the 4 experts. So that's it for today's episode. Thank you, experts, for some amazing insights. So let's wait and see who among your predictions actually comes right or turns true for this Asia Cup, who will make it to the finals. And you viewers can actually comment down your views on who is actually going to win the Asia Cup. We'll see you again in the next video, right before the finals. See you again in the next video.